So you can see how nice that top shelf is. Holds all the laundry soap and the different bottles and everything up there. And then the basket just fits in here perfect. And then that leaves a whole big area here. Look how big that area is to fold clothes. I've been working on this DIY project in my laundry room for a while now. I took this old hollow core door and put it on here as a countertop, but I never got around to finishing it. So luckily I got this washer and dryer cabinet sent to me to make a video about. The nice thing about this cabinet is it's all finished. All you have to do is put it together. You don't have to worry about painting it and staining it or anything like that. And now my DIY project that I haven't got done, all it's going to require is just a little bit of paint on the front there. I don't have to worry about the rest of the countertop since this one's all nice and got a nice finish on it. One advantage though to my DIY cabinet is that my washer and dryer aren't even heights. So that way I don't have to worry about bracing it. But if yours are an uneven height, you'll have to put a little bit of a pad or some blocks or something underneath the dryer so that it lines up right. But most people won't have that issue. We just are upstairs, and so there's the pan under here for the washing machine. But yeah, this looks pretty nice. So you can see how it looks in here all set up. There's plenty of room on that top shelf to put laundry detergent and different types of spray bottles. And then there's enough room down here to put your laundry basket in here. And then you still got plenty of room to fold clothes and stuff on here. So yeah, this is a really good sized cabinet. And like I said, if my washer and dryer were butted up against each other, it would be the perfect size for that. But since it's a little bigger, I got a little extra room on the sides where I can put stuff too. Here's everything that you get in the box. Make sure you look for this little baggie here. It's got a red tag on it. That'll be stuck to the cardboard box. This will have all your stuff in it. It'll have all your screws and everything that you need to put it together. It also comes with a couple tools. There's a Phillips head screwdriver there. And then it has a little Allen key here. Everything's labeled. It's got the letters on there, so you know where all the different parts are. You get your part list and your tool list. Shows you your hardware and everything there, and then all the different pieces. It's only a few pieces, so it shouldn't be too hard to put together. It's just got some simple instructions on how to assemble it. I'm just going to go ahead and put it together real quick, and then we'll take it in the laundry room. It's got two big pieces down here. There's also this big piece right here. For the first step, this is really important. You want to make sure you have it on the side that has a screw hole right here, because this screw hole is going to be used to hold up the shelf. If you put it together like this, then you'll have to take it back apart again and flip it over. So you can see this side has the screw hole right there. So make sure you have the screw hole here, and then your screw holes on the back there, and then you'll be ready to get started. The first thing I did was put the side piece on. I thought it'd be a little bit easier to put the back piece on if I have some side pieces to screw it to. To screw on the side piece, you use comes a little Allen key, comes with a D Allen key, and then it comes with the A screws right here. I had my own Allen key. This is a 764, and I like to use this one just because it's got a nice handle on it. This is how the side piece should look here with the 4 screws in it. Not sure what side to use. The side's recessed, and so the screws will fit flush in there. So this would be the outside. And you can see the screw holes look different on the inside. And then I'm just going to screw in one of these C screws. And it comes with a B screwdriver. But I have my own Phillips head screwdriver. This one's just got a nice handle on it, so I like to use this one. And you just screw these in just like this. And that gives something for the next piece to attach to. Now I'm going to get out the little E-bolts, and these will help bracket this piece in right here. And then I got the number 4 piece. I'm just going to put it on here. Just put this in here with this part aiming out so that the screw can go in there. I guess it would be aiming down. You want this aiming down so that the screw can go in here. So set it up like that. Have it aiming down. And then I can just put it on here like this. And then I can just tighten it up right here, and now it's all secure. This is how it looks with the back piece on here. To hold it in place, I put a screw down here and a screw down here. That's why I wanted to put the side piece on first so I'd have something to attach it to, because you can see how big that is, and it needs to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws in the bottom, but it's not going to be very secure unless you have the side piece on there too to hold it into place. So I'm going to put the rest of the screws in here and then the rest of the screws on down there. It's nice that these are recessed, so when you put your screws in there, they don't stick out. I got 4 screws on the side, 3 screws up here, and then 6 screws along the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and put the other side on, and then I'll be able to put the shelf on. I got the screw in there, and then I got the 2 bolts in this piece. This will be the support piece for the shelf. And then I got another screw in the bottom of the shelf, and then I can put it together. There's also 2 screws that go on the back to hold the brace in place. So I got these 2 screws in here, and then I got that bolt in there, and then this bolt's ready here for the top piece on the shelf. There's 2 more screws on each side of the shelf. This helps hold it in place on the sides. And then we got more screws on the back. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more screws on the back. Okay, I got this area all cleaned out, and I'm ready to bring in the laundry room cabinet. The only thing left to do is it comes with these little grippy pads here. That way you can put these on the bottom so that it doesn't slide around on top of your washer and dryer. I'm going to leave these off because I just want to slide it across these countertops. But if you're putting it on top of your washer and dryer and you don't want it rattling around, you could put these little pads on the bottom. So you can see how it looks here. It's got the nice countertop. It's all finished and it's got a nice color to it. You can get these in a few different colors. This is the white one. And then it's got the edge on here. And then it's got the nice shelf on the top, so you can add some different things to the top. And it fits just over the washer and dryer. It would fit perfectly if I didn't have the pan there, but the pan prevents them from lining up next to each other. So even though my DIY project didn't work, it's perfect for this cabinet. Another nice thing about this shelf that goes on top of the cabinet is it's the perfect depth to put your laundry soap. So we just like to put our laundry soap like this so that we can just use the spout to pour it in. So if you do that too, then this is the perfect depth for that. So you can see how it looks in here all set up. There's plenty of room on that top shelf to put laundry detergent and different types of spray bottles. And then there's enough room down here to put your laundry basket in here. And then you still got plenty of room to fold clothes and stuff on here. So yeah, this is a really good sized cabinet. And like I said, if my washer and dryer were butted up against each other, it would be the perfect size for that. But since it's a little bigger, I got a little extra room on the sides where I can put stuff too. All right, so here it is all set up here. I put my old shelf back on here. So now I got some more places to store stuff. And then I put a few more things down here, like some garbage bags and some gloves and some different dryer sheets and stuff. But I still got plenty of room to fold things here. I could take the towel, plenty of room to fold up the towel. So I can fold my clothes up really nice here if I want to. So nice, good countertop. So yeah, I'm really liking this thing. It's pretty nice.